Hey guys, how's it going? If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Herlie Kim. Welcome. Today I'll be teaching you 10 quick makeup hacks that will help putting makeup on a lot easier. I learned these hacks over the years and it has really helped me level up my makeup game. And I hope these tips and tricks do the same for you. So here we go. Tip number 1, invest in a good sunscreen. I couldn't stress this enough on my channel, but the first beauty product that you should apply every day is sunscreen. And as for me, I've been using this for so many years now, and this is the KIEHL'S Super Fluid UV Defense in SPF 50. I always pop it in my bag and I always bring it with me. And if you could see it, it looks ugly, but this works so good and it's non-comedogenic, so it doesn't clog my pores, and I can definitely use it on top of my foundation and it doesn't feel sticky at all. Tip number 2, draw a triangle shape when concealing your under eyes. So you can be generous with your concealer and draw a line from the tip of your inner lash line down to the tip of the apples of your cheek, and draw another line from the outer corner to your lower lash line, connecting it to the other line. And so you have a letter V. Then you grab a brush or a sponge, then start smudging the inner corner towards your nose. So you want to brighten that area as well. From there, we can now blend out the line underneath the eye, brushing outward slightly beyond the eyes. So I'm going to extend it a little bit so that it will catch the pigment on my eyeshadow later on, and then I'm just gonna smudge out the remaining concealer. So I just did one side so you guys can see the difference, and look how it instantly brightens my under eye. Concealer, no concealer. So I'm just gonna quickly do the other side. I would say that this technique is such a lifesaver when I first discovered this, because I've always suffered from dark circles and I used to just blot tiny tidbits of concealer and then following it through my dark lines, and it ended up not doing anything. I think this is really helpful, and I hope that for anyone out there who's also suffering from dark circles, or if you're kind of like extra stressed that day and you need to cover things up, this is the perfect technique for you. For my tip number 3, melt your eye pencil to help it glide. So if you have an old eyeliner pencil or eyebrow pencil lying around that doesn't glide anymore, you can use a lighter. Let me light that up, just have special effects. Or your hair dryer to melt it. So today I have this eyeliner that I haven't used in a while, and I'm just gonna heat it up quickly. It's an old eyeliner, guys. So I melt it like that. And see how it glides again. So the heat will add some life back to your eye pencils and help it glide on perfectly like a gel liner. Tip number 4, make your eyeshadows pop out using white eyeliner. Sometimes you don't always have everything you need to do your makeup. So for whatever reason, if you don't have any eyeshadow primer on hand, you can blend your white eyeliner instead over the entire lid and then pack your eyeshadow on top. It's a great alternative that looks just as natural. As well, white eyeliners have a way of making your eyes look a lot bigger too. I'm getting a clean blending brush and I'm just gonna brush it through the white eyeliner to smudge out the harsh edges. Tip number 5, use the hashtag technique when doing the smoky eye look. To do this, pull your lid outwards so it's a little bit taut and draw the hashtag sign on the outer corner of your lids using a brown or black eye pencil. The size of the hashtag also depends on your eye shape or if you have a bigger lid space to work with. With this technique, you can always use that as your base so that you know where is the darkest part, and then you can always add or experiment with different colors. I'm just gonna top it off the blended hashtag sign that I did earlier. So for today's video, I'm gonna do a different look, which is kind of like different from the usual nude natural look that I always do on my channel. Eyeshadow brushes also makes a big difference in completing a look. And I think what helps with creating a different look also depends on how light on the application and how light you pack it on to kind of like complete this look. And that leads me to tip number 6. Use a bobby pin to outline your cat eye, like your actual bobby pin. So for anyone struggling with doing a winged eyeliner look, line the bobby pin with your lower lash pointing upwards, and I'm gonna take my black pen eyeliner and I'm just gonna trace the eyeliner using that space. So after creating your flick, make sure you connect it to your upper lash line by creating a thin line. Tip number 7. Use your eyebrow pencil as a substitute for your contour stick. So if you don't have any contour stick, you can use your eyebrow pencil to map out your contours and blend them out. Eyebrow pencils are really good because they're thick and creamy, which is also easier for them to blend out. Back in my university days, I didn't have a lot of makeup, so I always leaned towards products that can be used for different purposes, and this trick really helped me get through those times. Now I'm gonna quickly carve out my cheekbone. It's really funny. It's funny looking, but you'll be amazed with the results. And then I use a thick brush to kind of like blend it upwards. So I'm done with my contour, so let me just quickly do my eyebrows because that's the only thing that's missing in my eye look. I realized I should have done it first, but it doesn't matter. Tip number 8. For stubborn eyebrows, use eyelash glue. So usually brow gels doesn't really work for me, especially because my eyebrows are normally facing downwards and it's so hard to keep them up and just doesn't really make the cut. So what I do is that I put a tiny tid glue on the back of my hand and I just brush the glue on the spoolie and then I brush it up. So another important thing to know, like it's so hard to take it off though. So if you're planning on using this, make sure that you just use it for the purpose of, like, you know, when you're attending a special event that you really need your eyebrows to stick for a long time, but otherwise it's such a hassle to just remove it. So tip number 9, when applying a red lipstick or any color that is darker than your skin tone, draw an X to define your Cupid's bow. So when you're putting lipstick on, take a lip liner and draw an X on your Cupid's bow to have a symmetrical upper lip line. So make sure to start from the Cupid's bow, working your way down. And then for the lower lips, start from the corner, sweeping it to the other end of your lips. Before you putting lipstick on, make sure that you use your eyeliner to line it so you'll have that perfect canvas of your lips. And now that you're done with the lip liner, now you can top it off with your lipstick. Now that I showed you how it looks like using a bright color, I'm just going to quickly go off camera to change it in a more neutral, muted lipstick just to match the whole look. So I'll be right back. Alright, now we're down to the last tip that I have for you guys, and that is to elongate your neck by contouring under your chin. So I'm just going to use my eyebrow pencil again. So what I do is that I draw a triangle starting from underneath my chin. I'm just going to quickly spread it, smudge it, make sure there are no harsh lines. And that's how you do it. That's how you have that long neck. So these are my top 10 tips and tricks for you guys. Now all I have to do next is finish the rest of my makeup. So I'm taking this RMS Beauty Sensual Skin Palette. I'm using the blush and highlighter. I really love how pigmented this is, and the highlight is not overpowering. So it's very subtle and it comes off in a powdery finish that's very light. I've been wanting to try this for so long. This has been out of stock for quite a long time, so I'm quite happy that I finally got it. Alright, and that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed those hacks. Apply some of those tips on your next makeup routine and tell me how it goes. If you have other tricks you can share, drop a comment down below. I'd love to try them out. And if you like this video, click that like button and be sure to hit subscribe and that notification bell to be updated in my next video. Till next time, ciao ciao. I visually show it to you, and this is what this video is all about anyway, so la 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 la. Okay, let's do it. Tip number 3. Pencils and help it glide on perfectly like a drip. So I have hooded. I ran out of breath. Oh, properly blended out. Look at that.